YouTube, what's going on? It is your man SoraLifeStory. Hey, we back here with another video, guys. Hey, I just wanted to start off by saying it's a sly day, and I wanted to apologize that it's been like 2 weeks, guys. Dude, I'm busy. I be trying to game. I be trying to do all types of other stuff, guys. So I'm sorry that the video output hasn't been as it should be, but we're gonna get straight to it and straight to the point, man. We talking about Dreamcast again, bro, because this dude, look at this dude. This dude here, bro, talking about Xbox again. Xbox, the good old Xbox. Xbox lowers game prices. Come on, man.
They were talking about Xbox because they just did something actually good, and I have to admit that I'm very surprised. So on this channel, we hate on Xbox a lot because they just...
Yes, you do a lot. At least he admits it. See, people in the comments keep commenting on it because he knows. Anyways,
just make so many mistakes, from their bad release schedule to the fact that
their bad release schedule. Xbox has released how many games this year? And Sony has released how many games this year? And I'm talking about from a first party standpoint. Wow. Lies and misinformation.
They literally cancel more games than they put out. Just
okay, now guys, DreamCastGuy, how many games did Sony cancel this generation? How many games did Microsoft cancel this generation compared to Sony? Stop lying, bro. Why would you start off the video? See, this is what I be talking about. I don't like to really jump into these type of fanboy videos and stuff like that, but it's the fact that people lie. That's why I'm like, I feel it in my place to go and do it, because why is he lying?
in general, it feels like Xbox as a brand, it's obviously dead. But something they did this year that was so bafflingly stupid is they officially announced, Microsoft's Gaming put out a statement that said, going forward, all games are going to be $80 a pop. So even if you buy it.
And they did that because Nintendo set the precedent with $80 games with Mario Kart World, and y'all sat there and bought it. Simple. It doesn't make it right. Two wrongs never make a right. But that's what happened. Stop acting like that's not what happened.
It digitally or physically, or whatever you buy it, if you buy it on Steam or Xbox as a console or buy it on PlayStation 5, every game is going to be $80 a pop. And a lot of people were pissed because the starting of this initiative was going to be the Outer Worlds 2.
The starting of that initiative was Mario Kart World on Nintendo Switch 2.
Original Outer Worlds was a cheap game. It was a budget game, and honestly, it was fantastic.
We know.
Because a lot of people are saying they did this because they're afraid of PlayStation. And
wow. Of course, he had to find a way to put PlayStation in a video. They did not do this because they were afraid of PlayStation. I'm going to tell you why they did it. They did it because, as they will say later here, actually, I'm gonna just wait on that. I'm gonna let them talk.
Specifically, Ghost of Yotei. But let's break it down. Hi, hope for
scared of Ghost of Yotei when they have dropped Oblivion Remastered. Forza Horizon 5 has sold 3 million on PlayStation. That's a whole nother topic.
But a great day, and if you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Look here, Microsoft is a third-party company, so the Xbox fans are going to hate me for saying that. Microsoft is a third-party company. Xbox is a third-party brand. Xbox is just a ecosystem. That's all it is.
Ready. Okay, so I have to say, I have been covering games full-time for 10 years now, and I do not know a single time where I've ever seen them announce the price of a game and then lower it afterward.
Oh, it's been done before. This is not new. I don't know why you're acting like it's new. This is new. Plus, even then, games go on permanent discount all the time without having to put out a tweet or put out an announcement that the game has dropped in price. So it's a non talking point, bro. They decided to make the price 70, and Microsoft has decided, Xbox has decided to keep the games at 70 because they probably just want more sales.
So they basically said, okay,
They probably were like $10 extra is not worth all of that.
we've got your SOS about the pricing. All Xbox games are now digital. Even if you buy an actual like physical copy of an Xbox game, it's just a code in the box.
You know what's so funny about all of that, right? Why is it? Why is it? Look, I got to get off of him for real quick. Why is it? Y'all notice that, right? Why is it that every time when there is a situation where Xbox people have a problem with it and they complain about it, Microsoft actually listens and does something? Remember when they tried to raise the price of Xbox Live Gold / Game Pass Core now? People, there was a bunch of backlash, and they took it back. They tried to raise the prices, I think, of Game Pass one time, and they said it. They let it. They put it up, and then they raised it back down. But then they did a permanent raise to like $20 a month now. But still, and then now with this, why is it that Microsoft, for some reason, is the one being the most consumer friendly, yet consumers don't like them? That's what's not making sense to me, because y'all can sit here, when Sony raised the prices of PS Plus, there was not as that much backlash. PlayStation Plus Essential, $80 a year. PlayStation Plus Extra, like $100 a year. PlayStation Plus Premium, like $130 a year. But y'all just say, okay, y'all just let it happen. But when Xbox, everybody knows about Xbox, and then Microsoft, they do something for us, and it's just like, yeah, hopefully they do this too. Have the same energy. Because, dude, I don't even buy yearly subscriptions to PlayStation Plus anymore because I don't appreciate how they raised the price of it by so much when there's nothing tangible to the price increase. A lot of the games we still even get on PlayStation Plus Essential do not reflect the fact that you're paying $80 a year now. But y'all just okay with that. But see, Microsoft, they go back on stuff. And it's just like, yeah, look at that. This is look, they scared. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
I can't imagine the stress involved in the meetings to get this approved. You've earned back my intention to purchase. Now,
there wasn't any stress. They looked at the conditions. They probably saw that Forza was selling like crazy on PlayStation, and they said, you know what? No, let's make our game 70, because us making ourselves have less sales by raising it by $10, it's not worth it. It probably was y'all always making up stuff. Y'all always making this James C. Kirk guy. I can't imagine the stress involved in the meeting. The game ain't even out yet. It's not even close to being out yet. I think we still got another month for it to be out. On top of that, they only just announced the price increase to 80 just last month with the game showcase. Dude, they probably just were talking about it and they said, you know what, nah, that's not a good idea. Let's change it back. It's just business minded sense. It's not that deep. You've earned my my attention to purchase on launch day. That's probably was their thought and their mindset on it. Y'all always making up stuff, bro.
this is definitely probably part of it. I'm sure some people are the grander context of it that to me, I think signals the fact that Xbox is afraid about the fact that at this point, nobody is buying Xbox games.
The lies. Why are there so many lies in this video? Look, what happened with Xbox is so sad because I'm actually kind of annoyed by it, because what I hate for it is that it makes my PlayStation worse. And a lot of people, you would think I'm an Xbox like guy. I'm really not. I got back into the Xbox with the Xbox Series, ended up loving it, and I don't even have an Xbox Series anymore right now, but I was just like, dude, like, no, the Xbox is actually a competing platform. But with the shift in strategies and all of that that has happened this generation, it has sullied it. But the Xbox has backwards compatibility, and I was playing so many Xbox 360 games with enhanced resolution and enhanced frame rates on my Xbox Series S, and I was just okay with that. But because I got rid of my Xbox, I have my PlayStation 5, and I love my PlayStation 5. I love PlayStation. I've been a PlayStation guy my whole life. But to sit here and have seen how people have treated the Xbox brand, to me, has just been silly. Because I was with the Xbox brand too. I had the original Xbox. I had their 360. I did not own an Xbox One, but I played on the Xbox One. Just didn't care for it. But then I got back into Xbox with the Series, and the Series S and X are good systems. But to sit here and lie and say people aren't buying their games, no, people want Xbox games on their platform of choice. And now that Microsoft is doing that, everybody's like, Xbox dead. It doesn't make sense. And then he sits here and lies and says people don't buy Xbox games. But like I said, Forza Horizon 5 has sold over 3 million copies on PlayStation 5. It done sold more than Astrobot in less time. But they'll lie to you. They'll lie to you guys.
On Xbox, if they're buying it, there's the limited amount of people that are doing like Game Pass, but Game Pass numbers actually continue to go down. We're focused on.
Wait, when did we hear that Game Pass numbers went down? He hasn't even put out a video about Game Pass numbers going down. So what? Yo, I'm catching this guy in so many lies in this video. It is insane.
Bringing players to incredible worlds to explore, and we'll keep our full-priced holiday releases, including the Outer Worlds 2, at $70 in line with market conditions. Now,
exactly, in market conditions. They probably looked at the market and said, there is no point in jumping to $80 right now. Mario Kart is the only $80 game, but Mario Kart is a much bigger series. We should not be charging $80 for a game that is not Mario Kart. And Mario Kart shouldn't even be $80. Why are you lying so much?
This line,
when it's right in your face, bro.
Here, in line with market conditions. Maybe I'm coping. Maybe I'm...
No, you are.
Projecting. Correct me in the comments. To me, this sounds like they're saying when PlayStation raises their prices, we'll raise our prices.
Yes, because all of... Now you're finally getting it. Yes, because all of these companies work together. All of these companies work together. Not Xbox. PlayStation, Sony was the one... well, actually, it was 2K with NBA 2K on next gen at the time, but Sony perpetuated it even more by raising their games to 70 as well. So Sony raised their games to 70, and then everyone else followed suit. Microsoft followed suit, and then Nintendo followed suit with Tears of the Kingdom. They all worked together on this, and Microsoft probably just looked at it and said, one, Mario Kart is the only $80 game, and Mario Kart has a much larger brand recognition and brand name to be able to do that. The Outer Worlds cannot do that. It just cannot, DreamCastGuy. So there you go. You know what's going on. Yes, they're waiting on Sony, because since the PlayStation 5 is at 80 million sales and is the market leader, they're gonna follow them. Because they don't need all that backlash right now. See, Microsoft is smart. I've noticed this every time with them. When they get backlash, they say, you know what? No, we're not going to let y'all do that. We're going to stir the pot, take the backlash. Like, I won't even be surprised if this holiday the Xboxes get deep discounts. Like, they're probably going to drop the Series S down to like $275 or $300 again, so it's going to be back at the price it was in 2020. Series X, they're probably going to drop it to like $400. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Hold me to that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Let's face it, the Nintendo Switch, that's a very separate beast. The Switch 2 is selling like crazy. They can sell some games like Mario Kart at $80, but I think they...
So this dude knows what's going on, but he told all those lies for almost 4 minutes into this video, guys. Come on, man.
Realize, okay, There is already such a problem with actually selling any Xbox games to anybody.
That's a lie. Please stop lying. All these games that they keep putting on these other systems have shown that they're selling. Stop lying to people, bro. It's so capped, bro.
Raising the price is not going to increase the profitability. It is just going to tank the already terrible sales. But
No, it's not that. The sales aren't terrible. It's just the fact they realize, hey, if we want more sales, we need to keep it at 70, especially for a game like The Outer Worlds 2 is not a huge franchise yet.
I want to do something. I want to refresh this tweet and I want to take a look at the replies live with you guys right now.
Anyways, guys, man, he just
Pass
yapping at
instead
this
of
point.
actually buying games. But I think now it's at a point where people aren't getting Game Pass and they're also not getting the game. So at this point,
So you're trying to say that people on Xbox aren't playing any games then? Because if they're not buying Game Pass, if they're not paying for Game Pass, and then they're not buying games. I mean, hey, look, when I had my Xbox, I had a lot of back compat titles that I owned, and I was content with that. So that's fair. But that's just not the truth. If Game Pass took a drastic drop in player count, we would know. So please stop lying.
you might as well make the games cheap because nobody's getting Game Pass, right? Wow, that's
Nobody's getting Game Pass. Nobody's paying for Game Pass. All right.
That's a good surprise. I talked about this in 2024 with Cromwell, who said that $80 is going to reduce sales. I wonder if it helps prove that theory. This guy Cromwell is, I've quoted this guy in a bunch of videos. I think he is an absolute...
Still reading Twitter, people.
Long until the next wave of layoffs, right? Now, I do think that a lot of people
Okay, now you're talking about Battlefield 6.
are talking about this push for $80 games. Every game now is trying to test the waters of $80 games.
Yeah, because Nintendo pushed it. If Nintendo did not make Mario Kart World $80, we would not be talking about it right now. But it's a industry thing. All of these companies are working together, bro. GameStop has told you this. I'm telling you this. So many people are telling you this. The game industry, all of these companies, they don't care about us. They are all trying to do it. They want to take gamers' pockets dry. And the best way to combat that, my gamer friends, my gamer girls and boys, don't buy the games unless they are worth it. And sometimes it's just okay to just wait to buy a game. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was sharing this on Twitter. I think I beat Wario64 to this one. But not a lot of people saw my tweet because, you know, I'm not like on social like that. You know, mainly just focused on guys, stuff like that. But dude, I bought Persona 3 Reload for $20 brand new on Amazon. And that was like a game that I was like, I wanted day one, but I just never got around to buying it. I just got it for $20. I'm probably not going to be able to play it anytime soon because I'm playing through FF16 right now. And like, I really take my time with games these days. But Persona 3 Reload, $20 on the dot. Now, it's actually gone back up in price on Amazon, but it's still a good price. I think it's like $35 now. But when I bought it, it was $20 on the dot. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going off topic, but let's finish this
and
up.
I just really think these games are going to have measurably lower sales.
Yes, they are. They were already having lower sales at 70. So raising it another 80, now like you're really reaching that $100 territory, or it's gonna sell less until we get to GTA 6. GTA 6, they can sell it for 100. I know it's gonna sell like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Especially stuff like this. Shooters and stuff, Battlefield 6 being $80. This Forza Horizon.
Boom. 3+ million copies, guys. Y'all see that? 3+ million copies sold this year so far. 2025's top selling new PS. It's not a new game. This game is what, 4 years old? Game came out in 2021. What, like, come on, y'all. Make it make sense. I thought Forza, y'all didn't like Forza. Gran Turismo. Why y'all ain't playing Gran Turismo on PlayStation? I'm more of an arcade racer guy, so like specifically Forza Motorsport, but Forza Horizon is a little bit more arcadey, but it still leans more on that try to be realistic. But I don't play Forza or Gran Turismo because of that. I'm more of the arcadey type. I like Ridge Racer, stuff like that, Mario Kart, stuff like that. 3+ million copies in counting. But y'all don't want to play Xbox games. Oh boy, I can't wait to hear about those Gears of War Reloaded sales and those Halo sales when it comes to PlayStation. Cause gosh,
5 was the top selling new PS5 game in all of 2025. This is crazy. Three best deal in Game Pass, right? Game Pass.
honestly, this man ain't talking about nothing. That's it, guys. This is Sora Life Story. I was just checking in today. I hope y'all having an amazing day. Dreamcast Guy, stop lying about Xbox. Dreamcast Guy, like, yes, they dropped the price back to $70. But at the end of the day, I'm not here to really clown you too much for all that. I clowned you a little bit, but look, at the end of the day, just stop spreading the misinformation. Stop lying, saying Xbox games aren't selling when they are clearly selling. Shoot, they might not be selling on Xbox, but they selling on PlayStation, and that's not a good thing. So, anyways, this is Sora Life Story checking out. Catch you guys later. It is a sly day. God bless y'all. Prayers and blessings over all of your lives. Peace.